As far as my organisation goes, we are often challenged about what are we doing for men who are being abused. Our simple party line and our response is that we believe that the whole society should be non-violent, and that if men are experiencing violence, then we'd support them and we'd refer them to the most appropriate service. However, the main focus of my service and the issue of family violence is on the safety of women and children, because that's the majority of the presentations in that issue. We don't necessarily look for any particular argument or heated discussion or debate about who's right and wrong. We simply say that from our data, from police data, from housing data, women's safety survey, the stuff that the ADV are doing, the demand's not there. I had a personal experience when I was working in Darwin in parenting support, and I was running a program that was written by Joe Howard called Bringing Up Boys. It's a program specifically aimed at mothers of boys under the age of single mothers of boys under the age of 12, looking at the issue of masculinity and how sometimes single mums might overcompensate in allowing their young boys to act out overt aggression to ensure that their boys grow up to be standard men and don't get hassled at school and those kinds of issues. And the program is designed around addressing the issue of gender and what single mums can do to ensure that their boys grow up to be functional, contributing men in society. And a local representative up there of the Lone Fathers Association tried enrolling a man into that group to come and do the training, and we had to knock him back, and this is a specific program for single mothers. He tried taking me to the Equal Opportunity Commission for that, and that was thrown out pretty quickly. And then he challenged me in a local network meeting about what my service did. How come if I'm running a parenting support service, I'm only working with women? I said, no, we work with fathers as well, and we're running fathers groups as well. And he stood up in front of a group of 50 people in the network and said, so I have a single father, and I want to refer him to your service. What are you going to do about it? And I looked him in the eye and I said, I'll take any parent into my service as long as they're not a Collingwood supporter. Which diffused it might not have been so respectful on my part, but essentially the Lone Fathers Association up there and there were various individuals in Darwin were always looking for a chance to combat the work that various organisations and my organisation was doing at the time. I was working for the YWCA. Instead of creating the opportunity to engage with them. The learning from that, and in my current position with No to Violence, is that we're happy to engage with anyone if they want to have that discussion, but essentially we just don't have the demand to even begin to respond to the issue of women's violence towards men.
I think it's really important working with men to adopt, in my opinion, a pro-feminist, male-positive approach, and not to see men as bad and evil and all that kind of thing, but in some ways to engage them, to see how their belief system, the structure that they are beneficiaries of, is damaging not only in extreme ways to their families and to their partner, but also to themselves, and to see how the whole system is failing them, and to invite them into a process of self-exploration and discovering what real manhood is, what real masculinity is, number one, for their own sake, and also in order that it would